So, Danny described yesterday's result as a gut punch. Let's go into it. Hello and welcome to today's video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know like channel. Hit on notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So yesterday, we did most things right apart from score more goals, but in the end, it was a sucker punch to us in the last dying embers of the game, where we eventually got into a position where we could actually go and win right near the end. You're thinking, right, we got this done, and then a stupid free kick is given and it ruins it. It just ruins it all. But Danny after the game said it felt like a bit of a gut punch, to be fair, with how it did with the two last minute games. He said in the last three games we created nearly no chances, so to turn this in 3 weeks, nearly the same play, you can see the development. Of course we want the final edge. There was a fantastic moment when we switched the ball to Josh and we had an overload. There was a good cross ball to EK, and these are things we prepare for. After 2 minutes, we were in a good moment after the kickoff. The second half, we had good crosses but missed the finishing, but the basics were right. Things were good. In the right moment, we were thinking forward, where you compare to Millwall game, where we didn't attack their line at all. And that's something that was better. The attacking side of Wednesday was a lot better. You could see how much it was going in the right direction. The issue with though, when you have the thing like we did, it's just that last little bit of concentration where a stupid free kick is given, which isn't needed. It's the free kick that's not needed. It doesn't need to be given. You don't need to take that risk. And that's the thing. We've taken that risk and it's gone wrong. Like generally, we've taken that risk and it's gone wrong. And that's not what you need. You invite pressure. He said in the end, the reason why we scored, but this is football, the opponents will want to come back against QPR last season. We scored a winning goal very late into their game. And this is the thing, that's something you got to remember. We've done this to other teams last season. So this isn't something where it's just us switching off. A lot of clubs did it last season. We did it to them. And the QPR manager was actually quite interesting. He said he turned around and said they needed to be better in the first half. He said they're not at times. He said we might have created some chances in the second half, but when they scored a few chances after half time, we have a hectic thing, but I think we deserved the point. I wouldn't say they deserved the point, but that's their manager saying that. I think we weren't good enough in the final third again. It's final third that is causing us issue. And the one thing they said, we lack a little bit of quality getting through Sheffield Wednesday press and attack behind them in the first half, but we were much better in the second. It's not easy to play against Wednesday because they've got a high aggressive in their pressing, and the way they play is about forcing mistakes, which we did a lot. Now, one of the things we did have yesterday, though, is that we made a lot of our own mistakes as well. And that's the other thing for me. We made a lot of our own mistakes, like the ball from Johnson that nearly just gifted it straight back to him. We were lucky that we managed to get back into position. But here's the thing. Things looked a lot better. They did look a lot better on the attacking point of view. The defence still looks a little bit shaky, I'm not going to lie. They still look very shaky and could change that up a little bit. But considering we had to just put players in and see what we could do. And I can understand why Barry Bannon was so annoyed when he went off the pitch. He just went down the other end. And he also went on to say this as well, Danny. It starts with a foul on Masaba. We didn't get a free kick, and then we made a foul, which you cannot do. And by the corner, it's a little bit all in, and they went for it. And the thing is that what annoyed me was the fact that it was such a scramble. It didn't have to be that way. Now you watch it back, you see a QPR player just holding Beadle down. But that happens in football. The referee should see it. He didn't see it. And if the referee sees it, you probably get a foul on the keeper. That doesn't become a goal, and we go away happy with a 1-0 win. But there were so many little things that they were scrambling to get that goal. The goal was very much like a Sunday league last minute winner, not a championship professional footballer. But that happens in football. We have to take the positive, which was we created a lot more chances and we were able to be a lot better there. I think when we were playing with the ball out from the back, I think we looked okay. I thought Win National had a hatful, but didn't have his shooting boots on. It'll be interesting to see what he does midweek versus Blackpool. Does he change it up a little bit? Does he get Ingleson in there instead to do it that way? One of the bright sparks in this game, though, was Kabashi. Kabashi was absolutely fantastic. From minute one, he showed what he can do. I think there's a real live wire there who are trying to make chances. You get more though crosses into the box by him, will be happy and sailing really well. But at the end of the day, we couldn't get the job done to keep all 3 points at home. It's a shame. Danny seemed very happy with the performance, just annoyed with how we responded in terms of letting the goal late. Those last little bits of concentration. It's just that last little bit of concentration right near the end of the game to see it out. We had it last season where we were so bad at seeing games out. That mentality needs to come back into Wednesday's way of thinking. Just not in the way of thinking, just in general, where we go get a goal and we try and see it through. But this is football. This is the championship as well. There were some good results for other clubs, especially Plymouth. Plymouth got an excellent result versus Sunderland. And I think that's one of those results you look at and you go, where'd that come from? But it sounds like they played extremely well. But here's the thing. People will see the table and start going, oh, we're 20th like we were last season. We've got 4 point, minus 5 goal difference. We've got to try and improve it. It's early days. Let's see what we do against Luton at the weekend. It's going to be one of those things where it's just going to keep getting a little bit harder because the last couple of games we've got coming up before the next international break, they're tough. Like every game in the championship is tough. So at the end of the day, we need to work on this defensive thing right near the end of the game. We can't keep doing this. I wanted a clean sheet yesterday, didn't get it. Happy we got the goal, and it was a spectacular goal. But at the end of the day, we need to learn to keep the goal shut, not facing for it. And if we don't do that, you're going to keep yourself in problems. So let's see what happens. But Wednesday, and Daniel was very happy with the performance. We made more chances, but defensively, there's still issues there. And that's something we still got to improve on.